Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. This week is the first full week of July, so the 3rd through the 9th of July. And this was our first full week with our new kitten Clover, who we adopted the weekend before. Of course, here in the States, it was also the 4th of July, so I don't know, I never really buy a 4th of July kit. Usually I just go with whatever feels like summery or fireworks like, and that's what I did this year. So I combined two kits. This is like my grand experimental week where I combined some leftovers from two different kits that kind of gave a nod to 4th of July without being like super patriotic. So I have leftovers from two Cinderella paper kits. One is called Cheers and one is called Celestial. And then I'm just pairing that with some pixie gold underlays from Plannahannah in the fireworks pattern. And that was my nod to the 4th of July this year. While I was laying this down, I was not 100% sure this was going to look good. Like these colors are all kind of similar, but I'm like, this one's darker, this one's lighter. How is this going to go? And actually, I think it turned out fairly well. You can kind of tell these are two different kits, but I feel like I alternated enough and things are dynamic enough that it still looks somewhat cohesive. I also pulled in some date covers that I just had left lying around. They got sent to me with a Cinderella paper kit, so I decided to bring those in because I didn't have date covers from either kit left over, which was really interesting. I feel like normally I have date covers left over, but I think I used both of these kits like New Year's week of two different years, so I probably wanted to go like all out to start off the year. So yeah, I didn't put a full box on Tuesday, so I just used an extra underlay on that day. Because I just didn't have any more full boxes left. So just laying down the base here. Like I mentioned, this was our first full week with the kitten, so we were still very much doing a slow introduction to our resident adult cat. This was kind of a up and down week. Like, we're just trying to figure out how to have two cats who are scared of each other in the same house. We've made a lot of progress since this week, but our adult cat was not buying it this week. And the kitten was what we thought was like calm at this point in time. And then we took her to the vet the next week and realized that she was like really dehydrated. So that'll be a whole story for next week. So she wasn't too crazy this week, but the reason why she wasn't too crazy is that, she was okay, but like she could have been doing better. So I felt bad not realizing that until the vet pointed it out. But yeah, she's way high energy now, eating really well, seems to be rehydrated. So we're all good in that department. Other than that, like not a lot was going on. We were just managing the two cats, just doing a bunch of stuff for work or lack of work and just household stuff. But yeah, the big thing was really just managing these two cats and trying to figure out how we were going to get them to coexist peacefully. So here is where I'm trying to figure out which glitter headers I'm using. I had two sets of glitter headers left over, obviously, because I had two different kits. So I did the glitter headers from Celestial across the top, and then I'll do the glitter headers from the Cheers kit on the bottom row, and then the middle row I'll fill in with like glitter labels instead of glitter headers. So that's how I kind of brought both kits together, as I spaced out and intermingled different elements from both kits instead of just like relying heavily on one or the other. So weirdly enough, I think it turned out pretty well. This was definitely an experiment. This was definitely like I think people call it like a Frankenplan week. So I end up doing that a lot just to save money on stickers. I have this idea for like a rainbow week I want to do because I have a lot of fashion girls left over from various kits, and like a lot of them have a very specific color. So I think in September, hopefully, I'm going to try and do my crazy rainbow week, just reusing old kits where I just have like one full box left over, and that'll be the basis for the rainbow. We shall see. It also depends on what happens in September and if any good fall art comes out. I know there's like one piece of fall art, one set of fall art that came out from Kittenish Jess that I probably want to get, because first of all, it got a cat wearing a sweater in it, which I would never dress my cats up, and most cats probably won't go for it. But I mean, it's art of a cat wearing a sweater. Like, how could I not get that? So I might get that one. But other than that, I haven't seen any fall art that I'm like head over heels with yet. So we're still trying to figure that out. This is where I'm putting down the date covers, and these are from Cinderella paper, but they were like sent to me in like a freebie grab bag with an order, so they weren't cut perfectly, and they were also on like a very different paper than what I'm used to with her. So they're a freebie, so I'm not judging the quality, so don't hold her to the standard of these specific date covers, because they were just a oops freebie or whatever. So, but they did really pull together the kit pretty nicely, I think. So, or the two kits, I should say. Brought them together, kind of married them to each other. I really love the pixie gold for the fireworks pattern. Like, it just looks so fun for the underlays. And then this is where I'm putting in my second set of glitter headers. This base was very involved. Like, I had to think about it a lot while I was laying down stickers. So this part of the video is a little bit longer than usual, I feel, because it's not just like putting down the standard full boxes and glitter headers from the kit. So we're going to finish up the glitter headers, and then I think I'm going to do either the sidebar or get into the day by day. I can never remember nowadays. We are deep into the summer at this point. It's very hot. Like, it was pretty, well, it wasn't like super hot this week. It's the next week where it was going to start getting really hot. And by really hot in this particular area that we live, I define that as like 95 degrees Fahrenheit. I have lived where it's more like 100, 105, 115. But for this specific region that we're currently living in, like 95 is pretty hot, because also it gets more humid here than it did where I used to live. So even when it's not 105, it feels really sticky and gross, which I'm not a fan of personally, but you know, we'll figure it out. Okay, so we are doing the sidebar. So I kind of mixed together different elements from different kits in the sidebar, but then I like ripped my weekly checklist, so I had to start over. So I have the fireworks pattern washi from the Cheers kit, and then I put in a habit tracker, I think from the Cheers kit for flossing. And then I put in a this week header from, I think it was from Celestial, but don't quote me on that. I kind of lose track with all of the blues here. And then I was going to use a weekly checklist from Celestial, but then I ripped it, and then I was like, wait, why am I going to put like a ripped sticker in my planner when I don't have to, when I very clearly have an extra weekly checklist? So I'm going to pull that up in a little bit. I think right now I'm kind of like, you know what? We don't need this. I have a million weekly checklists, including in the leftovers of these two kits. I don't need to use one that I tore. So I found the one from Cheers, which is pink, so I put that in instead. And then I'm going to fill the rest of the sidebar in with the last of the fireworks washi, and then the last fireworks underlay, because I didn't need it for the rest of the week, obviously. And then I'll go ahead and put in a patterned half box from Cheers, and I'll put in a script from Plannahannah that says I can and will, because I was just like reviewing a lot of the stuff I've done the last few years and feeling proud of myself for once about like how much progress I've made in my life. So I wanted to put in a kind of motivational script in here. So I just wrote in, or I didn't write in, but I put the sticker in that says I can and will, because I can do a lot of things. I think I was feeling particularly proud of myself because like we were managing these two cats, and we're able to even afford to take care of two cats, where like a few years ago that just wouldn't be possible. So there's still a lot left I want to progress on in life, but I'm feeling good about where we are right now. It's hard sometimes because it's like, I live in California and I cannot afford like to buy a house or anything like that. but at the same time, like, we're comfortable. It's a weird place to be in. It's like we're comfortable, but we can't afford to like have any sort of real stability here. It's very strange because it's not like we don't make okay money, but California is just so expensive. Anyway, moving on to the day by day. So Monday I marked with a Maine Coon sticker from Planet Hannah. I don't have a Maine Coon, but this looks like my cat. That I was just hanging out with Evie, who's our adult cat. My husband had to work in our home office, which is where we were housing the kitten. So he was spending a lot of time with the kitten, and I was spending a lot of time with our adult cat. I did a workout, so I have a couple of stickers there from Cinderella paper, and then I was editing my bridal accessories haul that went up a few weeks ago. If you are interested in seeing bridal accessories, you can go back and watch that. But I have a movie clapper icon from Planet Hannah. And then I was doing laundry, so all of that, those are like really old icons and a script from the kit. And then I marked with this like Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Peeking through the window that we moved half of like the stuff we had blocking the door to the office because I mentioned this last week, but our doors sit very high off the ground, so it was very easy for the cats to swipe at each other under the door. So we had like my husband's duffel bag that he hadn't unpacked yet and the box for his sewing machine in front of the door. So we moved like one of those items this day because things seemed to be going okay. And then I played with Evie, so that's our adult cat. So I have a Play with Evie custom script from Planet Hannah and a Molly Loves Chasing Her Mouse from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I marked with this paw print icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. that I had some time with Clover, so that's the kitten. And she doesn't have like as many markings on her toes as Evie does. Evie definitely Evie has like a calico spot on like the back of each of her feet. But Clover just has like one foot that has some black or like more like gray markings on it. So anyway, I didn't know what else to mark time with Clover for, so I just used the paw print icon. There's no calico paw print icon though. Tanya, can you make me some calico toe beans, please? Anyway, then at the end of Monday, I just marked that my husband and I played Game of Life on the Switch. So that sticker's from Oh Hello Co. because he was going to have the next day off. So we could stay up a little later and play some video games. Tuesday, I'm going to move the order of these things, but the thing I have marked at the top is that I was just feeling sad and tired. Actually, okay, we're going to run through what order I actually ended up putting in it. So obviously my husband had the day off of work because it was a national holiday, and then I was playing with the cat, the adult cat, with Evie, I should say. So I just cut up a custom script from Planet Hannah and used the same Itty Bitty Sticker Co. sticker for that. While I was playing with Evie, she scratched the cuticle of one of my toes really badly. She hasn't scratched me. It was a total accident, but like I haven't been scratched by her in a really long time. But she was just like so amped up and like ran so fast. She ran right over my toe, and like her back claws tend to be sharper because we don't trim them as often. So she got me really bad on the cuticle of one of my toes. So it took a really long time to heal up, but everything was fine. I marked that with a Grumpy Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then just overall, I kind of woke up sad and tired this day. I'm not really sure why. So I have a Molly is Depressed sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. The exciting thing about this day is that we booked some flights to New Zealand. So we've decided we're doing it. We're going to New Zealand for our first wedding anniversary. So I have a airplane sticker from Oh Hello Co. We still have to book like literally everything else, but at least we have the flights. Those flights are so expensive. But we're just like, we've been talking about it for a while. It's like, we just need to do it. So we're doing it. It's going to be fun. Then I marked that I filmed a plan with me, so I have a camera icon from Planet Hannah, and then I played with Clover, so I have a taco Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because her main toy right now is this fish taco toy. And then I marked that we watched Game Grumps on TV, so I have a TV icon from Planet Hannah. Wednesday, I marked that my husband went to work at the office, so I have a car icon from Planet Hannah. And then I just cuddled the kitten, so I have a Tanya and Molly sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I don't know if she actually sells those, that was just on a freebie at one point. I'm pretty sure this is my last one though. And then I voiced over a plan with me, so I have a podcast icon microphone from Planet Hannah. Then I worked out again. That sticker's from Cinderella paper, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't sell it anymore. Then I set up my passion planner. I decided that July would be a good month to start using a passion planner again because I was thinking about how it kind of helped me work through goal setting like 5 years ago. So I did that. So I have a planner icon from Fox and Cactus. And then I did another mindfulness webinar. So I just used a meditate sticker from Cinderella paper to mark that. And then I marked that I was rewatching Without a Recipe on the Try Guys YouTube channel. So I just have a television icon from Planet Hannah to mark all of that. Yeah, I've been using, I find the like reflection questions really useful in the passion planner, and also just the idea of like mind mapping or road mapping. I forget what they call it. So I had a passion planner that I bought during the Pi Day sale. So I just decided to start using it because I'm kind of like, I'm not feeling like lost right now, but I just feel like I need to spend a bit more time like breaking down these big ideas that I've got for my life right now and figuring out how do I actually get there. So working on that right now. Thursday, I marked that I slept badly. I don't have any more notes on it. Other than that, I just did not sleep well, probably because it was hot. So I have a Molly is too hot to sleep sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I searched for work this day, so I have a desktop icon from Planet Hannah. I had to go to the ATM to deposit my paycheck because for some reason they just decided to, at work, they decided to not process my direct deposit request for my new account, and then they didn't contact me to let me know that they didn't do it. So I've been getting paper checks. It's really irritating. Anyway, moving on. Then I marked that we moved the other half of the stuff blocking the door to the office where the kitten was. And we were showing the kitten to Evie for the first time and giving her some calming treats, which have like chamomile and catnip in them. So that was going pretty well. And then we let Evie inspect the office. Like we kind of had the cats swap places. So I have multiple Molly stickers on Thursday to mark those interactions. She was pretty tense, but like it was going well so far. We kind of had like 2 steps forward, 1 step back with cat introductions. We'll get into that next week. Then I pulled stickers for a plan with me. So that sticker sheet sticker is from Bella Planella. And then I marked playing with Evie. So I have a play with Evie custom script from Planet Hannah and a paw print icon from Cinderella paper. And then I was watching more Without a Recipe on YouTube. I marked that with a TV icon from Planet Hannah. Friday, my husband also had this day off. It was nice this week that he had multiple days off. It's just how that worked out. He decided not to take off any time besides the paid holidays that he had, just because he wanted to save his PTO for other things. So, but it was nice that he had a couple days off here to help manage the kitten cat introduction. This was the day that Speak Now Taylor's version came out. So I listened to the whole thing in a row right then and there in the morning. I have a lot of nostalgia about that album. I've decided at this point, like, I'm still a Taylor Swift fan, but I'm definitely not like a Swiftie. Like, some of the new tracks that she released with the re-release of Speak Now, I'm like, these are fine. Like, I can kind of see why these got cut by your record label from the album. Like, they're not great. Like, I felt like when Fearless got re-released, there were a few new tracks that I was like, this is good. This is great music. Glad that she added this. But like the ones for Speak Now, I'm just kind of like, it's fine. Like, I don't think it's anything great. But, you know, I liked hearing the re-release version of all of the old songs that I knew and loved. Although arguably the title track of Speak Now is like the weakest song on the whole album. Like, it's catchy and it's nice to like throw shade at a bride being terrible to people, but like it's a pretty weak song in my opinion. Moving on. So I listened to all of Speak Now. So I have Molly listening to music from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. for that. And then I worked out probably while I was listening to Speak Now. And then I marked at the end of Friday that we shared the news that we got a new kitten. We kind of waited a bit just to make sure that we could actually keep the kitten and that we could manage the introduction to our cat. So we didn't, want to tell people and then be like, oops, we had to give her back, So we waited till this day to share that news. So I have a little Molly peeking around the corner from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then we went on a date. So I have a Molly with a beer from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. and the date night script from the kit. And then at the end of the night, I marked that I played with Evie. So I have like Molly sitting in her cat tree from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. and another Play with Evie custom script from Plan a Hannah. Saturday, I marked that we did some face-to-face intros between the two cats. It was going pretty well. Our adult cat was a little tense, but for the most part, it was going well. So I have Molly Loves Playing with Cats at the top of Saturday from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. My husband and I had a budget meeting, so I have a Molly Loves to Budget sticker from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then I marked Clover Time, so I spent some time in the office room with Clover. So I have another paw print icon from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. While I was in there, I filmed a plan with me. So I have another camera icon from Plan a Hannah. And then we made cocktails this evening, my husband and I. I can't remember what we made, but we made some cocktails for the summer. So I have a little clinking glasses icon from Cinderella paper. And then I was watching more Without a Recipe. So I used another TV icon from Plan a Hannah. Sunday, I marked that we had some open door time. So we opened up the office door and I was playing with Evie while my husband was playing with the kitten. So that went pretty well. Yeah, it was nice to actually be able to have the door open and have them both doing something to keep their minds off of each other or being confrontational with each other. So I have another Molly peeking through the window for that. Then my husband vacuumed and I was taking care of the dusting while he vacuumed, just like it helps contain all the dust, you know? So I have a vacuum icon. And then I pulled more stickers for yet another plan with me. So I have another sticker sheet icon from Bella Planella. I watched more Without a Recipe, so I have a TV icon from Plan a Hannah. And then I was cuddling Clover in the office. So I have a Once More with Love cat icon from that. Or for that, sorry. But I can't remember exactly what the sheet is called that you get that sticker from, so sorry about that. But yeah, here are all the leftovers I have from the Celestial kit, and then I wish I could have used more of that Celestial washi. That would have been really pretty, but it really only works if you have a foiled script to go over it, because you really can't write on it. But there's the leftovers from Cheers, so I still have a lot of leftovers. I think they'll go into my rainbow week whenever I end up doing that. That could be really fun. And there is everything filled out. It's super sparkly with the underlays underneath. Like, that looks really cool to me. So yeah, that is my Frankenplanned blue and gold week. I hope you enjoyed seeing it and hearing about our cat introductions. Let me know how you are doing down below. I hope you're doing well. And I will talk to you next time. Bye!